Hey again, welcome to part 2 of your ClickUp onboarding walkthrough. And today we'll be walking through your client's ClickUp space, where you'll do most of your day-to-day work, so get ready to sit down as this video will take more time. In this video, you'll learn how to navigate your client's workspace, create and assign tasks, use the list view and understand custom fields, and using a simple filter to track what's been done and what still needs attention. So based from what you've learned in the previous video, navigate to your client's folder under the space it's in. So assuming you're from home, click on Spaces, navigate through where your client is located. So for mine, like I mentioned, we're using a Firebank client, which would be Brooke in this case. So open it up. And in here, when you open it up, as you can see, I already have multiple views on top. But let's not focus there yet. And in this view, we can also access your channel chat in the upper right corner, which is here. And here you can already see all your chat history. Now, let's begin by understanding the views. So ClickUp gives you tons of ways to view your task because this helps you work in the way your brain works best. And the three most used are in Rise are the list view, which is a clean and checklist style, which I would like to call the master view as well. Then we have the calendar view. This is great for seeing when things are scheduled and a visual overview of understanding where you are with your content. And we have the Kanban board view, which is perfect for dragging tasks across datasets. Now, let's start by creating a view. So go to the top bar and click on the plus view button, and let's start by adding a list. So again, a list is what I call the master view of everything. And once your list view is up, before we clean it up through customizing, let's brief you first on custom fields. So custom fields is every account manager's secret weapon. So as an account manager, you'll want to have custom fields to make things easy to filter and track. So we typically create custom fields for content type, content pillar, client note or request, or even links. And I already have some for this demo, which you'll see later on. But to add yours, simply click on the plus button, which is an add column in the most right of your list. And here you'll be able to create or add different types of custom fields from drop-downs to text, to dates, to text area, number, label, checkbox, anything basically. And when you hover over it, if you don't understand, it gives you also a definition on what these are. So like I said, I already have custom fields. So if you don't have it yet, kindly create yours for testing based from what I've just mentioned. Now, once those are set, let's clean up your view by going to Customize, which we can see on the upper right corner with the settings icon. So here what we want to do is go into fields and then turn off and or turn on those that we want to see. So what we're doing, we will be turning off those that we don't want to see and turning on what we want to see and rearranging the order of how it's viewed. So for example, I don't want to see the due date. I also don't want the priority. What I want are the custom fields, which is in the bottom. So let's turn on link, posting schedule, type, and client feedback. So as you can see, we can already see it changing. Now I want to rearrange these. So I want the type to go. So I want the client feedback to go last. I want the posting links to go beside the type. And as you can see, it already rearranges as you go along. And for the status, there you go. We already have it here, so I don't think it's relevant to add it here. So we can just simply turn it off. Now, your client can easily see what each post is about in one glance, hence the reason I call it the master view. And the tip is you can rename this view by right-clicking on your view, click on rename, then let's just rename it as view. There you go. And you can also pin it so that you can have easy access whenever you open this up, or close it if you don't want, and simply view all the rest of your views in the more section. And also, bonus, you can also adjust the status name by clicking the three dots beside the status name. You can rearrange, rename, or edit new statuses. So here, you can see and you can add based on what you and your client decides based on what works for you and your workflow. Now let's create the tasks. So there's multiple ways where you can create a task. You can click on different areas where my cursor is pointing at. So simply add task, and what you want to have here is your task name, your assignee, and the custom fields that you've created. Now, for example, we've already created the task, so I will just open up a task that already exists. Now, by practice, we would like to put here the description of what the post is about. And here in the right side in the activity section, these are the comments. So the comments equals the communication central. So each task has a comment section. So think of it like a mini chat thread just for that task. And how we use it is we can mention our clients here, even Miss Red and Melissa, or other people in this space. Then you can even drop screenshots, looms, or resources that you'd like, and even share updates, ask for feedback, or clarify requests. For almost to the last part of this video, let's finally try out filters. So we usually use filters in list or Kanban view to see what's in progress, review by client, or approved. So let's quickly filter status. For example, you want to report what has to be reviewed by your client by the end of the week. So we can quickly toggle on review by client, and you'll be able to see supposedly all the things that are still in review. Now, what if you want to do your content call and already want to see what's been scheduled? So quickly change the status to scheduled or even add in approved. So that's considered a quick filter for your reporting needs. Now, that's actually it for this client space walkthrough. So before moving on, check out your assigned client folders, try creating a test task, and try exploring the different views. And next up, we'll talk about setting up other essential views that you'll be needing. So just a reminder, you're doing great and keep going. You're almost at the end of this playlist.